So continuing on with the subject of definition, we're going to focus on the definition of centers, and centers being open or undefined. So when we're talking about defined centers on a chart, the center itself is going to be colored in. In order for a center to be defined, it has to have a channel which is defined. So here on my chart, you can see that the channel 1648 connects the two centers of the throat center and the spleen center, making each of those centers defined. And then on the bottom right here, you see that the channel 3041 connects the solar plexus with the root center. So that creates that definition in both of those centers. So briefly, I'll touch on what it means when a gate or a center is defined. It basically means that that energy manifests in your life in a consistent way. It's always available to you, whether you're by yourself or around others. It's an innate part of who you are. And the same with having a defined channel. That channel is the synchronistic combination of the two gates combined, creating sort of a new energy, a combination of those two energies. Or you could say a balance of the two energies. Now, when it comes to open centers and undefined centers, these are two different terms you may hear. Now, there are some in human design that would say that these are the same thing, basically a center that is not connected with a defined channel, but there are others who do differentiate between undefined and open. I tend to relate more to the latter. So all of the centers here that are shown in white are undefined centers. They do not have a defined channel connected to them. But notice in these white centers how some of them have activated gates, but some of them do not have any gates activated. On my chart here, you can see that my head center and my G center are what's called completely open. They do not have any activated gates within them. So they are both undefined and open. So to recap, an undefined center is not connected to a defined channel. An open center is an undefined center that has no activated gates within it. None of the numbers are highlighted. There are no colored in areas coming off of the numbers in a fully open center. In my next video, I'll go over what this means for you as an individual. And we'll begin talking a bit about conditioning and the not self.